So good morning. I know everybody's aware that a lot of things are changing in the world. For example, the kids not going to school right now. It's so-called deadly coronavirus is going around. But if you look at my previous channels, I told you that there were things that was building up to this. For example, sun blocking, um, people like getting terrible storms, running them from their home. And to piggyback off everything that all the YouTubers, everybody been putting up together, basically the sky I believe is falling. Like, I believe that they shrunk our ozone layer, and I told a lot of people this, that when you cut down so many trees, you are basically destroying your planet when you cut down the trees, because you need oxygen in order to keep the balance of the world, in order to keep the stars and the moon and the sun and all this stuff in alignment. You're supposed to keep a balance, and you're supposed to have trees, and a lot of trees, and you're supposed to have animals. You're supposed to, like, basically, where I'm going with this, if you wanted to build up nice homes, buildings and stuff like that, for tourists, and a lot of countries went with this plan. New World Order was something that they already did when they started taking away people's teepees and stuff and huts and telling them you can't live like this no more. You got to live in a house now. So because we constantly updating our homes and telling other people how to live, now we're making it impossible for other people to live. If that makes any sense, Indians believed in caring for the land. They made a mockery of these people. They killed these people. They slaughtered these people for respecting the earth and the earth's animals. And now, if we were all living like the Indians was living, we would not be locked down. None of this stuff would be going on. So basically what I'm saying with this is that they didn't care what they had to do to get cars off the road. At this point, they just don't want no smoke. A lot of gas emissions. They really wanted to go green a minute ago, which when I say go green, they really wanted to start like putting everybody on Metro. That's why tickets was going up, and people getting so many tickets to try to take people's cars. Like, I mean, what more proof in the pudding do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime things are happening to purposely cause you to not be able to pay your bills, gentrification, different things going on. DC took a whole bunch of poor black freed slave kids properties, sold it, and then moved rich billion wealthy people in. And anybody can have money. So because rich people buy all the resources, and they don't have nothing but money, and there's people out here that had natural resources, y'all. Natural resources is the most expensive thing in the world. So if they run out, nothing else matters. You feel me? So that's why the shutdown had to take place, okay? And a lot of people don't understand. This is when this is where your ascension starts, okay? When now you are the hunter, because you were being hunted. Now you're the hunter. Like, things can change like that. Like, basically what I'm saying is that nothing is promised to nobody. You feel me? Like, everybody that's on this earth is learning, evolving. So they probably didn't know they were destroying the earth when they were digging all the oil, but you've unbalanced the earth because now things are shifting and things are folding, and what I would like to say is, when you look at your sky and you see how low it is, when the sky used to be way higher than that. Now it's just low, 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 low. They came up in the hills, cut a lot of trees down. Where black people had trees, Indians, they cut all our stuff because they didn't have no trees. All they had was buildings. They came around here. They seen we still had stuff. What did the people do? Sold it. They needed the money try to buy a house, anything. I mean, you know, so we living in the last days with, you know, people trying to, you know, basically survive the best they can, realizing that money ain't shit. Excuse my language, but it's true. And realizing that we've been lied to about religion, you know, sun worship. Everybody now is researching sun worship, okay? The sun is your resource. You have the right to look up unto the sun, which strengthens you. You feel me? Just because it looks like a sun, people say, oh, that's just a sun. The sun is just not a sun. It's energy. And it's a smart energy, okay? We are a little sun. We are a little sun. When we die, we go back to a power base, get cleaned over, purified again, and given a new body. Okay, so everybody just be aware for the ascension. Basically, coronavirus was put out, and the celebrities are backing it up so that they can try to get the gas out of the air, because now they're realizing they got grandkids one day. They want to have grandkids one day. Well, what are they going to have? A dirty, stinky sky, black smoke? I mean, what do you want for your grandkids in the future? So whatever you want, that's what they're trying to do now. Damage control. How much did we damage? How bad is it? Okay, well, if you know you were doing damage by taking resources and stuff, and you were putting false stories out there, 9/11, things like that, but really you already knew you were going to, oh, look what these bad people did over here, but they have oil, so we're gonna, I mean, that's basically what it is. Nobody really knows the truth or nothing, okay? All we know is that we're in a situation where for some reason they don't want cars on the street. And they doing whatever they need to do to keep it like that, okay? And people who have jobs and stuff, and kids don't even have to go to school. So it's at the point where you think they're not trying to gentrify these people. You think they're not trying to eliminate the weak off the planet. If you tell me that you know that our kids need to go to school, you should have had a way to protect the kids from the coronavirus so that they can go to school. It's called Lysol. It's called cleaning. It's called, if you have a case, you go to the doctor, you get it treated. The fear is that they want to do something to exterminate all of us. That's the fear. That you were hoping that you can make a virus that can take everybody out. That is evil. That is an evil plan. But it's a safer plan. It's safer than bombing somebody. It's safer than pretending like a regular person just walks up into school and kills people, when you know that this person probably came out of a lab and they probably brainwashed this man to do these things. Like, I mean, if you really think about it, there has not been no mass shootings. So is this a way to exterminate like a mass shooting or something? You know, people have to think about this stuff. You know, people have to think about the fact that the world is overpopulated and they're cutting down a lot of trees, trying to build stuff for them. And at the end of the day, they took people out of their natural homes, told them, you can't have this. We want to have all the riches. We want to have all the gold. We want to have all of this. Okay, now you got that stuff. And you still not doing what you need to do right. Why do you need to keep sucking resources? Why do you need to keep being greedy? You have money in the bank. Okay? It's power and control. I want control over this. I want control over that. That's basically what it is. Okay, this country, what resources do you have left? Oh, I got this. What you got? I ain't got nothing. Oh, well, you can't do nothing. You know? I mean, that's just what it is. So listen out for the next video. I will be coming back out. Like I said, when I make a video, it's because another higher thought is coming to my mind to give me a different perspective to give to the people. Problem is not the coronavirus. Problem is the fact that your government has done something to the world that they now feel guilty about, that they're trying to eliminate any further damage from happening to the world, but it's already too late. Because damage has already been done, folks. you know? So at this point, all we can do is watch the show and just pray that that America is not in a situation where America is running out of water or America is running out of oil. That's what America cannot afford to run out, because that's how America makes its money. Cars, oil, things like that. So, you know, we got to be smart about this. Is our country going through a crisis? Is our country going through a situation where we're going to be fighting for something else pretty soon because we don't have this? You know, we want to know the truth. Don't give us a distraction, because this what coronavirus was. It was just basically a distraction, you guys.